Sabah here, everybody. It is so early in the morning. You can see that it's blackout right now. Um, it's not even time for Fajr prayer yet. Um, that's how early it is. But I've been thinking about a couple of things. I've been thinking about doing this series, Chit Chat Cafe, which is basically where we all grab coffee or a tea or drink of your choice and have a little talk about something. Now, I want to make clear I'm a person. These are my opinions. I'm not a scholar. So I could be wrong about things. This is just my opinion. And if I'm wrong, or if I've said anything out of turn, may Allah forgive me. And if I've said anything correct, it is through the blessings of Allah. So, if you can't tell by the title, we're going to be talking about hijab. Yay! Very controversial topic. So I am ready for that, but I wanted to talk about it. So the question that we're going to cover mainly is hijab compulsory? But we're also going to cover at what age do you wear hijab? Because that was a question I had when even before I reverted, I was like, what age do people have to put the hijab on? So we'll get to that. But the first thing I want to talk about is compulsion, and whether or not it's compulsory to wear the hijab. So let me get my handy dandy phone out. Yeah, you might have been able to tell it's 5:54 a.m. Fajr isn't until 6:17, I think, something like that. Muslim prayer will tell me. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my notes. Okay, here we go. In Al-Baqarah 256, it says, "Let there be no compulsion in religion." So basically, what that means is you get to choose. Now, there is another part that says the right direction is henceforth distinct from error. So that means you have a choice in what you do, but there is a right path and there is a wrong path. So the path you should be following, Allah will try and lead you down that. But again, you get to choose what you do and do not do. And I think that's very important, because you've got a lot of people who say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. And maybe you're right, but people get to choose. Allah is the only judge. And at the end of the day, these people, that you're complaining at, they're going to face Allah. And Allah will speak with them about sins and what they've done right and all of that. So you're not God. You're not Allah. Don't judge. You let them do what they want to do, because there is no compulsion in religion according to the Quran. So then the other thing I wanted to talk about was context in terms of hijab. So first I'm going to read you the verse from Surah An-Nur, or An-Nur 24:31. Let them draw their veils to cover their chests. So let's get a little bit of context to that. Women at the time wore headscarves. Okay, they just did. For those of you who may be Christian watching this, or not Christian, pictures of Mary are very prevalent, very easily found, but the mother of Jesus, Mary, or Miriam, she wore a headscarf. If you want to call it a hijab, you can. Hijab means veil, so it could be called that. But she wore a headscarf because that's what people at the time did. So, what that verse is saying is that the headscarf, you take your headscarf and you draw it down and you cover your chest, kind of like what I've got going on here. It's talking about covering, it is talking about modesty, not showing off your entire body for the whole world to see. But I think that this can be interpreted in modern days in a little bit differently. Because when you look at the Quran, there are things that people understood in one way because of the time, and then slowly things began to make sense. Like black holes, for instance, are mentioned in the Quran. I am forgetting the exact verses. I'm going to ask my husband and maybe do a video on it. He might do a video on it too. But there are things that were mentioned in the Quran that they thought at the time, oh, they're talking about a star that's burning out, and turning into a void, so that must mean XYZ. But in reality, it was talking about black holes. So I think this concept of covering your chest and could be you can wear a turban. It didn't say anything about necks, it just said your chest. And just wear something that covers the chest area. I don't see anything wrong with that. Or if you don't even want to wear a turban, if you want to let your hair out, just cover your chest, be modest, and don't show off your body. Don't wear skin tight stuff. Because at the end of the day, with your hair out, there's no compulsion in religion. You get to do what you want. Do I think I should be wearing the hijab? Yes. Otherwise, I would not be wearing it right now. I think I need to, so I wear it. But I'm not going to judge sisters who don't. I'm not going to say that they're going to burn in hell. That's just not what I'm going to do, because their modesty could be right. Their modesty could be a version that is correct, and how am I supposed to know if it is or if it isn't? All it said was to cover your chest and, I believe, guard your hidden adornments. And then there's also a bit that talks about it being, the scarf being for your protection and for you to be known as a woman of faith. And that's a big one, I think. One of the reasons I wear this is, I wear it for modesty, but one of the reasons I wear it is so people can see me and immediately know that I'm Muslim. There's no questions. They see me and they go, oh, Muslim. I want people to know. I want people to stop me and ask me about my religion and let me be able to tell them about it. Has that happened yet? No. Mostly I just get that kind of glance, or actually sometimes I get prolonged glares. You know what? They might not actually be glares. I got one definite glare from a guy wearing a Blue Lives Matter mask, and I don't know why I felt the need to bring that up. It just felt important. But he was glaring at me. I was looking at him and I was like, this is how I die. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. So, yes, I wear this so that people can see me and know that I'm a woman of faith. And that's a big one for me. That's a big one for me. And you'll see a lot of women don't want to wear the hijab because they don't want people to know that they are Muslim straight away. I've seen that. I've seen people say they're afraid. They're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of being hurt, physically or emotionally. Like, maybe it's not safe for them to be known as Muslim. But again, it's also for our protection. And that, I think, maybe meant something a little bit different back then, where women of faith were seen as kind of elevated, and you will be protected by showing that you are a woman of faith. But I think also in modern times you get a protection from the law. Now you might be saying, well, Muslim women get stabbed in the street sometimes because they're obviously Muslim. Yes, it's not going to protect you from knives and bullets, but I think it'll protect your spirit. You know, Allah will look down at you favorably and protect your spirit. And really, at the end of the day, the hijab is between you and Allah, and that's it. So then, the next part I want to address is, what age do you need to wear it? This is just a simple question that I can answer in 2 seconds. Here it goes. Whatever age you feel like. Done. Full stop. The reason for that is because if you force hijab on someone, they are going to resent it, and they are not going to want to wear it. They are going to take it off, and they are going to say that the people who forced them to wear it are oppressive, and that's going to give a bad face to Islam. All women should get to choose when or if they wear it. If you want to choose to wear it when you're 9 years old, more power to you. If you want to wear it when you're 50, more power to you. You get to pick. Everyone's journey is their own. If you want to take it off and then put it back on, whatever, you know, this is your journey and your journey alone. Don't let people take that from you. So this has been Chit Chat Cafe. I almost said coffee chats because that was what I was going to call it at first, but Chit Chat Cafe with me, Emma. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like down below, maybe subscribe. And if you didn't like it, well, that's your opinion, I guess. So I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye.